Apple is getting ready to launch what might be its slimmest iPhone ever, called the iPhone 17 Air. If the leaks are correct, this device will not only look stunning, but also set a new record for how thin a smartphone can be. But that leads to a very important question. Will Apple's focus on thinness affect things like battery life and camera performance? Let's go through everything we know so far. Apple has followed a very predictable launch cycle for years, and 2025 doesn't seem any different. Reports suggest that the iPhone 17 Air will be announced on September 9, pre-orders will begin on September 12, and the official release date will be September 19. So, if you've been waiting to upgrade, that's the date to mark on your calendar. Now, the main attraction here is the design. All 4 models in the iPhone 17 series are expected to get a fresh look, but the Air is the one most people are talking about. At only 5.5 millimeters thick, it will be slimmer than any iPhone Apple has ever made, and also one of the thinnest smartphones on the market. Most top phones these days are around 7 to 8 millimeters thick, so this will feel unusually sleek and lightweight in your hand. Of course, Apple had to make compromises to achieve that slim profile. The screen, for example, is rumored to be 6.6 inches. That's still a decent size, but smaller than the iPhone 16 Plus. Apple likely made that decision to avoid another Bengate situation, like what happened with the iPhone 6 Plus years ago. Still, the display should be excellent, featuring Apple's latest OLED technology, 120 Hz promotion for smooth scrolling, and always on display. On top of that, the whole device is expected to weigh only 145 grams, which is as light as the old iPhone mini models many fans loved for their portability. The camera situation might disappoint some people. The iPhone 17 Air is expected to come with only one 48-megapixel rear camera. That means no photo zoom and no ultrawide shots, which are features available on other iPhone models. It also won't support spatial video recording for the Apple Vision Pro, since that requires 2 cameras. So while the main camera should still take very good photos, it's definitely a downgrade compared to what you get on the Pro models. Inside though, Apple doesn't seem to be cutting corners. The phone will likely be powered by the new A19 chip, or even the A19 Pro, along with 12 GB of RAM. That puts it at the same performance level as the iPhone 17 Pro models. To make sure it doesn't overheat inside such a thin body, Apple may include a vapor chamber cooling system. So in terms of speed and performance, the iPhone 17 Air should easily handle demanding apps, games, and multitasking. Battery life is the biggest concern. Because the device is so thin, there isn't enough room for a large battery. Rumors suggest the battery capacity will be around 2 much smaller than the nearly 700 mAh battery found in the iPhone 16 Plus. Apple is said to be working on software tricks and new battery tech to improve efficiently. The iPhone 17 Air won't last as long on a single charge as larger iPhones. To deal with this, Apple might introduce a new MagSafe battery pack, or even a dedicated battery case. Charging speeds would also improve, with reports suggesting up to 35W wired charging, though Apple may stick to its usual 25W speed. Connectivity is another area where there may be limitations. The iPhone 17 Air is rumored to use the C1 modem, which doesn't support mmWave 5G. For most users, this won't make a big difference. But those who care about the fastest possible network speeds may be let down. On the bright side, the phone is expected to support Wi-Fi 7, which means faster and more reliable connections at home if you have the right router. Finally, let's talk about price. Since the iPhone 17 Air will replace the Plus model, it will likely be priced in the mid-range of the lineup, somewhere between $899 for the base version with 128GB storage. It will cost less than the Pro models but more than the standard iPhone 17. In the end, the iPhone 17 Air seems designed for people who value style and portability above all else. It's incredibly slim, very light, and still offers flagship-level performance, but there are trade-offs: a single rear camera, a smaller battery, and no support for some advanced features. If those compromises don't bother you, the iPhone 17 Air might be the most eye-catching iPhone yet. If you care more about battery life and having multiple cameras though, the iPhone 17 Pro models will still be the smarter choice.